Okay, about 10:05 this morning, some children playing on the southern end of the South Maroubra beach have uncovered the body of a young infant child buried in about 30 centimetres of sand. The sex and age of the child is unable to be determined at this point due to the decomposition of the body. Police will have concerns about the welfare of the mother involved. We'll be hoping that she sought medical assistance and that she feels confident enough to contact either the Eastern Beaches detectives or Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. If anyone has been to the scene or anyone was located at the beach today has any information to pass on, we'd be happy for them to contact Eastern Beaches detectives or Crime Stoppers.
You said that you can't really determine the age, but are we talking like newborn or months old?
It's a very small infant child at this stage, and unfortunately due to the decomposition we can't tell at this point.
Does that decomposition give any indication how long, whether it was an overnight thing?
No, this is just the very initial stages of the investigation. We're still chasing that up. We'll know probably more tomorrow once the pathologists have been able to determine things.
Was the baby clothed?
No, it wasn't. It was not found naked.
Did it have anything on it?
No, nothing at all.
Anything around it?
No, nothing at the scene at this stage. We've still got police at the scene going through the crime scene. Police are still going through the scene at the moment, and hopefully we might find something there. But again, we're hopeful that parents will come forward of the child. We're making inquiries through birth, death and marriage and obviously all the local hospitals to determine where we can find the parents of this child.
Inspector, how close to walking paths or dog trails was the baby found?
There's the path on the southern end of the beach is probably 50 metres from where the child was found. It's actually just as the grass verge enters the dunes.
Were the children digging or did they
the children were digging. The child was buried under about 30 centimetres of sand.
How old are the children who made the discovery?
The two children involved are 6 and 7 years old. They're receiving counselling, and obviously the police will be back in touch with them to make further inquiries. They're receiving counselling from the Surf Life Saving Club, and obviously we'll be making in touch with them as well.
So
Boys or girls?
From what you can see, has the baby been buried?
Yes, the child appears to have been buried.
Was it boys or girls that made the discovery?
Two young boys, I believe.
Were they part of NIPers?
I prefer not to say at this stage.
Will there be counselling to other children who are in the vicinity?
Yes, I believe Maroubra Surf Life Saving Club is providing counselling for all people involved in the surf club, and they'll be having a meeting here on 6:30 on Wednesday night.
Can you tell us how it unfolded, like once those two children made that discovery, what happened after that?
The two young children have reported to their father, who was nearby, who has in turn contacted police. Police have turned up a very short time later and established a crime scene, and again all the parents and the events on that end of the beach were then evacuated.
Do you have any idea what the father was saying to the children to console them in the time?
At this point, as early in the investigations, we'd rather speak to the father and get his statement from early on.
How difficult a scene is it to forensics? We're talking about sand here, it's an isolated scene.
The Surf Life Club has been fantastic assisting us with the scene. It's difficult obviously with the heat and the wind, but again the police rescue have been involved, have been able to cordon the area off for us, provide shelter and everything else, so it's been a great effort by everyone involved.
You've been talking to people here on the beach and people involved with the surf club. How is everybody feeling about this?
Obviously everyone's upset. It's a tragic event. Something like this doesn't happen every day, and it will affect everyone in the surf club involved.
Do you believe the baby was brought here and there's no chance it was...
Again, very early stage of the investigation, we wouldn't like to comment on that at this point.
Where does the investigation go from here?
As I said before, our Eastern Beach detectives, assisted by homicide, will be making inquiries with the births, deaths and marriages. All local hospitals in the process have been contacted. And again, we'll be seeking assistance from members of the public to give us any information about members, family, friends. Missing persons unit will also be involved. So we'll go all avenues we can go on to.
Any indication how long that section of the beach will be closed?
Well, hopefully by the late this afternoon, our investigations in that location will be finished. We're doing other police will be coming to do a line search of the area in a short time, and once that's done and the child has been removed, the beach should be reopened.